All right. Hello. How's everybody out there tonight? Been quite an interesting time off. I understand I have not been here for a minute now. Over 2 weeks. That was my decision. Hopefully everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. You guys didn't have Josh around, so your turkey wasn't at least stolen from you. And your Polish noodles. No, God forbid, don't ever make Polish noodles around this guy. Because if you do, he's going to take about 3 pounds of them.
Out of 3 pounds?
3 pounds out of 3 pounds. You'll have no noodles for Thanksgiving. I even got yelled at about the noodle thing on Thanksgiving, actually. As his ass goes and gets food, has a whole mound of noodles on his plate. So this is in front of your mom and Chris. And he walks by. I go, hey asshole, you gonna save any noodles for anybody else? He just kind of like smirked like he always does. And I'm thinking, oh God, I guess who was the person that yelled at me? Aunt Jan. Aunt Jan goes, don't say that to him.
I would.
Don't you dare say that to him. Well, if he's walking around with a big mound of noodles that could have been on somebody else's plate, I think anybody would completely understand. Excuse me. But of course, no. Josh just walks by. Big mound of noodles and like one piece of turkey. It's like, yeah, like today, had a good dinner for the Stanford game. Chicken, stuffing, baked potatoes, corn, and a broccoli and cheese, whatever it is. And the only thing he ate was chicken. How many pieces do I get to have? What do you mean how many pieces do you get to have? Everybody, there's 8 of us eating this. You only get what's on your plate. I know, that's not enough. Otherwise, I'll just eat my chicken in a can.
Well, then eat the sides, then.
But yeah. Did you guys know that beef ramen noodle soup and chicken in a can, you put the two together, it comes out a chicken noodle soup?
According to Chef Josh.
According to Chef Josh.
And chili.
Did you know that a can of Hormel chili and chicken flavored ramen noodles, thank you, is chili mac? That's kind of like the ghetto version of the steak and shake chili mac. At least they use real spaghetti noodles, Josh.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that is true.
And they're on the signature chili.
And his signature Hormel chili. Or that too. At least when he makes it. See what else? Other recipes. Oh yeah, here's a good one. Fuck going to Taco Bell. Don't ever buy the chicken soft shell taco or burrito ever again. Let Josh make it for you. Beautiful canned chicken. Or chicken in a can. Better what has been quoted as on the show before. Sprinkle with a top of cheese. Pop it in the microwave for 10 seconds. And voila, you have yourself a cheaper version of a Taco Bell chicken burrito.
He actually uses one healthy thing on there, lettuce.
Well, he sometimes uses lettuce.
Okay, sometimes.
Sometimes is probably the best way to put that.
Probably takes our lettuce.
He probably steals your lettuce, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a few recipes for you from Chef Josh, and well, if this man had a restaurant, I'd be scared to go to it.
Try 'em out.
I'd be scared to check out anything this guy has on the menu tonight. In other news, Stanford beats Notre Dame 27-20. And Notre Dame goes 8-4. Any questions?
They should have went 8 or 10-2 if it wasn't for Reese.
Well, Tommy Reese, you're the hero.
Yeah,
You're the hero of the season.
Losing games.
Those 2 interceptions, back-to-back drives.
In the fourth quarter, crucial.
In the fourth quarter, with about less than, 3 minutes left or something like that. And, yeah, congratulations. When we saw you the week before in the fucking snowing cold, sitting out there like it's Lambeau Field or something, at least you won the fucking game for us. It would have been shitty if we left when it didn't win that game. I'd been like, you know what? Screw this. I'm never coming in the cold ever again. Hey, here's an updated story for everybody. Even Josh went to that game with us. And apparently he had a good time. Sitting out there in the cold, enjoying himself. Boy, I wish he had a pretzel.
With cheese.
With cheese.
Yep, I can't get cheese. That's his favorite.
So, he went to the game with us, and that was a pretty interesting experience. But it was a good time. Notre Dame at least won the game. It takes a real trooper to be sitting out there in the cold watching a football game. And it felt like it was negative 2 degrees outside. Then when the snow comes piling in, everybody starts cheering. God forbid, let's not cheer about the football game as we're all here to see and witness. We're just going to cheer when it starts snowing inside the stadium, like it's some kind of sign of God or something. Guess what, guys? It snows every year here. So there's no surprise why everybody gets all hyped up, screaming their asses off, throwing marshmallows at each other.
Oh, yeah.
That was interesting. But let's not cheer when you know it's snow outside. There's nothing good about snow here. I mean, unless you're Josh and you like to have igloo snowball fights. So that's always a good game for him. Kind of reminds him of Call of Duty.
He'd be too lazy to build an igloo.
Yeah, he would be.
He'd have somebody else do it for him.
And again, I saw more commentary or comments on the last show I did. I saw them on my page. Miss Katie Thompson. One day you may get to the point when you're speaking. God only knows I compare you to the Riddler, the Batman character. Can't say anything straight, in your face. No, it's weird and what's the other way to put this? Weird and subtle. You're not really getting to a point. Please say a question that makes sense. That's all I ask. Other guy, yeah, we're working on sound. Week by week here, we're trying to work the kinks out. I think I have a pretty good volume on my microphone now, and the music, yeah, we'll work that one out as time goes along. Things will get better. Keep listening here. There's a lot more to look forward to. I have my own mic coming here soon. My own personal mic coming here soon. A little bit after Christmas time, I'll have my own mic and my own stand, which now has now have 2 microphones, 2 headsets, and somebody else is coming to the show. And I won't say who yet.
Was it Josh?
No, Josh and John are no longer allowed on the show. Simply because they don't know how to do a good interview at all. He'd rather talk to his boyfriends on Xbox Live. Every night. This guy won't even sit in a room for 2 hours to talk with his family about anything. It could be about God knows what. And he can't sit there for, I'd say, even less than 2 hours without getting up and going to talk to his boyfriends on Xbox Live.
He's got to
And yet, he wants to be a cage fighter. How are you going to become one of those when you can't even step away from your Z-Box, as I've been told what it was called a long time ago.
Z-Box.
And we all know Z-Box is not the real name for that.
Oh, I remember who said that. It's like, I'll buy you a new Z-Box.
I'll buy you a new Z-Box if it ever breaks. Don't you worry about that. But anyhow. Oh, Josh. It's okay. Anyhow, tonight, I'm glad to be back. I hope everybody had a good Halloween and Thanksgiving. No, I haven't been much in the last couple weeks here, but got my own things going on. This is a hard time to actually put something together. So now tonight, here I am again. Episode, I believe this is number 6. I believe it's number 6. And if I'm wrong, trust me, Katie Thompson will tell me. I know she'll tell me. I hope you tell me. So if I am wrong, please let me know. Well, when I come back, I have a good story for everybody. One that involves the devil. One involves chasing me down a hill while driving in a car. And all I was doing was walking down the hill. But I'll talk more about that when we come right back right after this. So, I felt like getting a couple of drinks tonight. I ended up walking to the gas station with my cousin on our way there. No sooner we walk in a straight shot, we pretty much walk, slant a little bit, walk straight down, go to the right, and it's right on the corner. If you get what I just said. Well, no sooner than we walked past the slant, car comes down the street. Idiots in a car. Couldn't be no more between 17 and 20 years old. Idiot in the passenger seat goes, "I am the devil. I come for you." So I'm just walking with Corey. I'm like, you know what? It's not even show this idiot. No attention at all. Our focus is to get to the fucking gas station to get what I have to get. Stops, and you can hear him from a distance from where we were at. He goes, then says, "We're going to come down the hill and come get you," like he's some kind of like weird serial killer or something. And what does the idiot do? Instead of following his actions, he ends up going the opposite way. They turn around and go the opposite way. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, first off, thank God I don't have to sit there and deal with these idiots no longer. Because I didn't want to get mad at that point, or, screw that. Oh, yeah, I could have used your option and threw something at their car. And that sounds like the good option at the time, but unfortunately we were in a path where we couldn't grab anything to throw at a car at that point. So furthermore, they end up bitching out and going the opposite way. It's a shame that I can't even go take a 10-minute walk to a gas station without some either there's something that me and him were talking about on the way back, that you can't walk in peace without some idiot teenager. That's an idiot teenager. B, someone that's in their 20s and don't know any better. Or C, the people in their 30s and you have no lives at that point. You're just a drunken idiot at that point.
When you're 30,
you shouldn't be doing that stuff at 30 years old. Or even at 20 years old. I can understand 17 to 20 because you idiots know no better. But keep in mind, I was just being on my own piece, going at my own rate to go do what I had to do. And it's sad that you can't even walk down the street anymore without a disruptive car. Like you said, it did not stop. They were driving pretty fast down that street. And they weren't caring about who was around nobody at that point. They came down that street so fast, and if you notice, they stopped at a dime, and they were like, "Oh, well, I'm devil, If you're the devil, why are you disrupting me while I'm trying to walk to a gas station?" The devil doesn't do things like that the last time I checked. Just saying. Furthermore, if you're going to follow your actions and actually follow me and a 14-year-old kid to a fucking gas station, that makes you the criminal and the fucking pervert, sir. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I should have said. I could have been a smart ass and said, well, if you're the devil, then I'm God. Now what do you think of me? What the hell do you think of me now? It's a shame. And that's the thing, I hear about these stupid-ass stories about playing some stupid knockout game. I've been hearing stupid, things about that. But it just goes, well, here's the sad thing is that it just goes to show you that I'm going to take a 10-minute walk to a fucking gas station, and I'm going to have some idiots in a car, don't give a fuck what color they are, in this case. That doesn't even matter what color they are in this case. But it's pretty fucking sad that I'm making a 10-minute walking venture to go to a gas station, and I have to put up with some idiots that don't know any better at this point coming up and fucking with me and a 14-year-old kid. Now keep in mind, those kids between 17 and 20, which makes it even worse on them. Because why would you waste your time doing such a thing? Am I going to bother you? No. Because all I plan on doing is walking to the fucking gas station and that's it. I don't plan on saying, hey, I am God, let me shoot an arrow in your car and kill you. You don't hear me saying that to you now. No, I kept my composure and I kept walking, as I didn't want to deal with any of you idiots. That I have nothing better to do at 11:30, 12 o'clock in the fucking morning, while two people are just peacefully walking to get somewhere to do something, and you're bothering them for no reason at all. What kind of people does that make you? Because I know there was at least 4 people in that car. At least 4 people in that car. And it's a shame. So that's the stupid little story. Then the kid won't act on his actions after he spoke those actions clear and loud to us. Oh, we're going to follow you down the hill. You know how fucking creepy that sounds in most places? Regardless, it's pretty sad that someone would tell you, hey, I'm gonna follow you down a hill. That's what he said. I'm gonna follow you down a hill and talk more crap to us like you've been doing from the fucking start. And like I was telling him on the walk back here, I was like, you know what? What if I was just some other motherfucker that had a gun in my pocket at the time? And those idiots happen to make their little stupid trip down the hill to meet up with us. And just so happens I do have a gun. What are they going to do then? Oh, gee, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to mess with you. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to do that. We were just fucking around, bruh.
Shoot his cock off.
Yeah. Most people would have shot his fucking cock off. No one's going to play around with that. Especially being disruptive as they were from the beginning. And I even said, as they were driving down the road, initially, hey, let's move over to the sidewalk because they're driving like idiots. And that's the first thing that they were doing. And then number 2, idiot passenger starts blabbering off him out that he's Satan and yada yada yada. Some wrath and whatever. Under my wrath or some shit like that. And the third thing is, oh, well, there you are, we're just going to stop you. We're going to stop you for a minute, and then we're going to follow you down the hill. And we're going to keep fucking with you.
Oh, you're a fucking Satanist group or something?
They were kids, at best. We're going to follow you down the hill. And we're going to keep fucking with you. But instead, they drove the other way, the opposite way. Which is going towards my brother's house, technically, if you want to be technical. So, it's a shame. With all these idiot creeps walking around being idiots as usual, does not give everybody out there a fair advantage. Because if you can't even walk 10 minutes to a gas station without getting bugged by someone, how safe is shit really then? Now, despite in this case that they were idiots and chose the right path, at least in this case, by going the other way. But let's say they didn't. Like I said already. Who knows? That person could have had a gun. That person could have been 3 times the size of me. But if you think about it, they were driving from a distance, so they would not have saw the size of the individuals that were walking in their path at that time. And that's something else we talked about on our way back here. Imagine if we were taller and 3 times the fucking size. Do you think those idiots would have said something then? Most likely, or most likely not. Probably most likely not. But who knows? An idiot will talk. They're going to talk at any given time. So imagine if that person is 2 times as tall and 3 times the size and has a gun in his fucking pocket. Do you think those idiots would have said something then? Probably not. Probably not at all. But this is just a quick example of what shit's coming to, man. And I find it kind of sad that I can't even walk to a gas station and do my own thing without some idiots out of the woodwork that come out of nowhere speeding down a fucking 20-mile-per-hour road at like 35, 40 miles per hour. Just so happens to stop when they see 2 people walking in the direction of the gas station, which is the opposite way as they were coming. It's just sad. We'll be right back right after this. last part of the show. Just going to speak about what the future is going to be like when things grow around here. Like I said, I'm going to get my own mic, my own stand here around this time next month, which means the show will even grow and evolve to be a much bigger and better show. I want to start incorporating a lot more things into it, more news, more sports, more of this and more of that. And the thing I will promise, at least up until this point right now, is that I will keep the music going, as people do like that over commercials. And you can listen to any radio station here in the country. What always interrupts music or talk or whatever else you're listening to, that is commercials. And they're usually never good commercials. Honest to God. They're always about this, or you don't have that, so you should have this. Or, oh my God, there's a PS4, but nope, there's an Xbox One too. Just stupid things. And yeah, everybody might like those stupid things, and that's good for you that you like those stupid things. As of right now, even if I had $900 in my pocket, I don't think I'd be spending $900 on two systems that just came out right now. Ridiculous, man. I mean, you gotta love video games. You gotta love video games to a whole high degree in order to be that, well fun or invested into them at $900. And that's not even with tax. So it'd be more than that, actually. Yeah, it's about 1,000. And all the games are still $60 a piece. And if you want an extra controller, that's another $40 a piece. Whatever. 40, 60. It's... Oh, yeah. And if you wanted a turtle head... Yeah, if you wanted a turtle... What is it called? Turtle Beach? Yeah, that's another, what, $50.
That's the cheap one.
That's for the cheapest one?
Like $150.
Wow. $150 for a talking headset. I could see if you're buying a talking headset to do something like speech command for your computer, if you're like trying to like write papers for school or doing something like this with a mixer, but I can't see anybody spending $150 to be fancy to talk to your boyfriends on Xbox Live like Josh. I'm sorry. I could take the heat for telling the truth, but that's what it is. So down the road, the show is going to be evolving much bigger and better things. I'm going to have somebody on the show with me every week starting in, basically the end of this year, hopefully the last show of the year going into 2014. So it'll be nice to have somebody else on besides listening to me this whole time. So that's the good part about it, at least. Wow, if you really think about it, Christmas is right around the corner. Technically, as of right now, we're recording this on December 1st, so we're 23 days until Christmas Eve, 24 until Christmas Day. And then that whole next week is New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And, hey Josh, want to come out to New Year's Eve? No. I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm drinking Kool-Aid. And eating cookies. Chicken in a can. Chicken in a can pizza, yes. That's a good one. That might be the next one on his recipe list. Oh, we put ketchup. We put ketchup on a piece of bread. Sprinkle a little bit of cheese on there. Throw the canned chicken on top and pop it in the oven, or not even the oven. If I just pop it in a microwave for like 30 seconds. So that's a great, yeah. Oh yeah. And Josh also has said, I don't appreciate anybody talking crap when women are ones meant to be in the kitchen cooking. He believes that guys are not supposed to cook. They're supposed to play video games and lay in bed all night, eating potato chips and drinking like 4 or 5 gallons, 6 gallons of Pepsi. That's what guys are supposed to do. Guys are supposed to cook for, little does he know, does he realize that the common girl loves when a guy can cook. Did you guys know that?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I knew that.
But this guy, hey Josh, what are you gonna cook? Hey Josh, how to do? What are we gonna have for dinner?
He lives back in the olden days, man. He wants his woman to cook for him.
So look, you cook my food.
Do all the grocery shopping.
Go to grocery shopping.
Do all the laundry. Yep.
Do the laundry.
The dishes.
Do the dishes.
Vacuum.
And vacuum.
While I sit here and play my game.
And I'll sit here and play my PS3 and Xbox 360 at the same time. So I watch TV on one and play video games on the other.
Sad thing is, dude, that's what he says, though.
And then when Hulu comes on, I'm going to go ahead and play that first while I'm playing Call of Duty Ghost. And when that's over,
Sad thing is, that's probably word for word of what he would say. Word for word.
hold on, guys. I gotta take a break. I gotta go take a pee. Then when I go take a pee, I'll wash my hands and I'll go make me some chili mac. When I'm done eating the chili mac, I'll go ahead and play Ghost again. And I'm gonna watch my hentai and drink my 6 gallons of Pepsi. And once I'm done doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower. When I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna come out and start playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on my PS3. No, hold on, I'm sorry, my Xbox 360. On my PS3, I'm gonna go ahead and keep watching more anime. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing. Can't get enough of this guy. If there's any single girls out there that like to date Josh, please leave a message on when I go ahead and post a show on YouTube. Go ahead and leave something in the comments saying, "Oh, Josh, you ought to love date him." Let's go ahead and do that if you don't mind. Any girl out there, Katie Thompson, Josh is single. Just throwing it out there for you. But you have to like playing video games too. You can't just be like, well, yeah, he has to order you pizza, and you have to play video games with him. Otherwise, it wants nothing to do with you. And Pepsi pizza and games. Too bad we didn't have another P to have a triple P effect there. But hey, double P is pretty good. Double P for him will work instead of the triple P. So, ladies and gentlemen, the shows will get better. I'm just chiming in to say, have a good, happy holidays, and I can't wait for this show to become even bigger and broader as the time goes along. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you next week. Have a good night.